Hi, I'm Rob Robillard and welcome to my blog at Concrete Carpenter Comments. Today's tool review, we're looking at a Paslode framing nailer. It's model number PF350S. It's called PowerFramer. About 2 years ago, Paslode set out to redesign, re-engineer their framing nailer, and they spoke to professionals nationwide, framing professionals nationwide, asking them what they wanted to see in a nailer. The result was that they came back with a new design that was lightweight, durable, extremely well balanced, and powerful. Much more powerful than anything I've ever seen. They even redesigned the top part here with a reinforced webbing to protect the vulnerable parts of it, and they claim that the nailer will withstand a 2-story drop. Some of the impressive things that they also offer is they offer a 1-year service-free warranty and a 5-year limited warranty on the nailer. They claim that it'll perform for 18 months without service, and the lifespan of the nailer using it every day is 5 years, which is extremely impressive for a professional, everyday user used tool. When they sent me this nailer to review, first impressions right out of the box looked big. And it wasn't until I picked it up that I realized how light it was. It's only 7.5 pounds. It's much lighter than my old framing nailer. And it's compact and light enough that working overhead is not going to be much of a problem. The length of the nailer is actually a little shorter than my old nailer as well, and easier to get in between joists and go up and maybe toenail and do some different types of nailing, which I really liked. A couple of the things that I was looking at when I first got it that I was really impressed with was the rubber grip that it has. It's got a really nice feel to it. Definitely come in handy in the colder months to insulate your hand from the metal housing. The finger transition to the trigger, very comfortable. Even with gloves on, you could get in there. It just feels good. Ergonomically, it's a nice feel. It's got a nice fit and finish. It just definitely feels like a quality tool. It's got a pretty beefy housing. I noticed right away that the exhaust port is integrated into this rear orange cap. It's right here, the exhaust port, and it's angled, obviously it's positioned up and away, so you're not getting that blowback of oil air in your face. It's not adjustable, so it's not something that's going to break if you drop the nail or if it bangs against a 2x4 or a joist. A lot of times the adjustable ones that I've seen are plastic or a heavy plastic, but they always end up breaking. They get brittle in the cold. A few other things I noticed. It's got a very aggressive tip, which definitely comes in handy when you're trying to do angled nailing or toe nailing. I like that a lot. And probably the most impressive thing was that I'm not used to having on my nailer was it's an adjustable depth of drive. Very useful if you're nailing off plywood sheathing, roofing, especially in high wind areas or seismic areas where if you over-penetrate your plywood, you could be in trouble. So you can actually adjust the depth of drive of your nails to set deeper or to set flush or whatever. And the nailing capacity of this nailer, it takes 2 strips of nails, either plastic collated or paper. I prefer the paper because one, you can get more nails out of it, and 2, you don't get those plastic pieces flying all around. Pretty easy to load. Just put it in and load it. You can also just take it out this way, which is just as easy too. But I do like the lockback features. A little lever there that locks it back. So if you were changing out nail sizes or something, you could leave it locked back and do that. A couple of other things that I noticed on this nailer. It has a Rafter Hook that swings out of the way and allows you to hang the nailer, say from a rafter or from a floor joist or even from your belt. The connection for the air hose is canted off to the side, as you can see right here. That's nice to get the hose out of the way. It's not straight in the way and getting in the way of your elbow and things, and it just guides the hose out of the way, and it might even assist trying to get the nailer into small areas. Overall, I started using it about a month ago, and I've used it on a couple different jobs. Overall, I was very impressed with it. The most impressive things about the nailer for me were its power, its weight and balance, and the depth drive. The compactness was just really, really sweet, able to get it into tight places. When you're a remodeler and do repair work like I do, you're often working in existing areas, and you got to get around things. And this was really nice to use. The power was super impressive. I nailed into all kinds of woods: old wood, new wood, engineered wood, LVL beams. My experience has been in the past with my previous nailer, which I've retired. Is I would nail an LVL or an engineered beam, and I'd have to go back and reset the nails with my hammer. The nails would stick out a 1/4 inch or 3/8 of an inch or whatever. Very inconsistent. It would very rarely drive the nails flush. This nailer drove the nails flush every single time, and I could even adjust the depth on that. I nailed it into some old floor joists on a repair job just last week. Not a problem. 100-year-old woodwork. Not a problem at all. Very impressive power. Very nice compact design. Nice lightweight. I really like the balance of the nailer. It's really, really sweet. Highly recommend it. The nails that the nailer will shoot are 2-inch to 3-inch nails. Bright, galvanized, ring shank. Doesn't matter. It'll shoot the full round head nails and also the clip nails. And probably the best things, like I said, about it are its weight, balance, and power. It's a really, really sweet tool. Paslode makes great tools already. They really went above board on this, and they surpassed all my expectations. I highly recommend this nailer to anybody who's looking for a reliable, durable, lightweight, and powerful nailer. Paslode really, really outdid themselves in this design. I was super impressed. I'm sold. And it doesn't matter whether you're a professional framer, you're looking for a purpose-built framing nailer, you're a remodeler or a handyman like me, or just even a homeowner who does a lot of do-it-yourself projects, likes to build decks and sheds. This is a great nailer, great price. It's going to last, and I think it's going to cover pretty much every need a framing nailer could be used for. I'm Rob Robillard, and you're at my blog, A Conquered Carpenter Comments. We'll see you at the next tool.